We are happy to announce that this episode of the SW Show is partially brought to you by Humble Bundle. Well, not really. We are part of the Humble Bundle referral program, and we just wanted to say that if you like really cheap games and maybe helping charity pending the Humble thing going on, all you have to do is go to humblebundle.com/?partner equals SWW. That's right, humblebundle.com/?partner equals SWW. And you just do your normal stuff, and it just kind of helps us get a couple bucks here and there. Maybe it helps AJ get his lights, maybe it's Mike camera, maybe we actually pay Corey for helping us out. But again, if you're going to go buy games anyway, it might be worth checking out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Movie Club here on the SWW show. Me, AJ, got Mike with me.
Hello.
We watched Next Goal Wins.
We did.
The first comedy that we've done in a very long time.
What would the last one be?
I'm trying to remember. There were movies that were comical because they were bad.
Oh yeah, no. I agree on that. I just don't know if we've ever
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to look back at the archives, but I feel like we've done a few of them before.
Maybe old ones. I don't know if new ones we have. That's I think more, and I'm kind of.
So, but directed by Taika Waititi. It had a stacked cast in terms of Pacific Islanders, which I thought was really cool. Including let me make sure I get the name right. Where'd it go? Why'd you disappear? Kai Mana, who played Jaya. The trans player, which I'm just gonna say I'm glad they covered that.
That's real, right?
What's
that's a real story. That part, this, because I know it's making fun of real events, but
I mean, the movie's based on the real thing,
right? But obviously they're taking, I'm assuming, a lot of liberties.
Yeah, and also, it's a real part of Pacific Island and Southeast Asian cultures. There's a reason that people know of Thai ladyboys, right? It is a thing that it's just part of society, and they cover that in the movie of it's. And it's just that's who they are.
That's life, yeah. I don't know how to describe it. It's very much one of those.
It's how do you handle it? Well, you have to handle it because there's not an alternative. So, it's definitely the issue of, and they kind of cover it, right? Michael Fassbender, his character, dead names Jaya. And that scene, when that happens, really, I think, helps cement that relationship in the movie, because I think, and they cover it a little bit, that Jaya's going to school in Hawaii and isn't going to come back, right, to American Samoa when they're done with school, which is a real issue with countries like that, right? Small island nations. There's just nothing to do.
Yeah. It's a small town. It's the same problem as a small town, but bigger because it's an isolated place.
Yeah, it's like if it's a small town in Alaska, right? You're so far from anything. And you're so isolated. And yeah, so like that part was genuinely like they handled it with grace, which is more than you can say of a lot of movies. Like I feel like Taika's background of being from New Zealand helps, right? Like
He understands that.
he
more.
would know people
Mhm.
either that are I think it's called a fafua, whatever the term is, or if he doesn't know them immediately, he knows people that can get him in contact. And so yeah, it was really cool to see that. And it was interesting that a movie that was so comical handled something so deep and did.
I want to say so. Obviously, his recent catalog has been the Thors and then Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah,
Thors we're going to leave as different beasts because that's different. Jojo Rabbit's the other time I think there was a serious thing trying to be handled at the same time. And yeah, I think with this one he does it correctly. I think we've discussed in length how that one we don't think was handled correctly, and especially dealing with the serious nature of that stuff and all that stuff in the same way.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem with Jojo Rabbit was it was a serious topic, but it was an unreliable narrator, right? It was the kid telling the story. And so I think its imperfections are easier to understand when you think of it that way, that the story is being told from a kid, right? Like, it's not an adult telling a story. It's the kid telling the story. So there's going to be embellishments. There's going to be, there's going to be the scenes of Jojo doesn't understand why Sam Rockwell's character throws him to the side at the end. And then with this, it's like, okay, instead of a kid narrator that's unreliable, we're watching. There almost kind of isn't a narrator to this. I mean, obviously, Taika does his thing at the beginning, but there's no narrator to kind of direct the story. We get to see how things are unfolding as they did. Right? And I think that's part of it too, is this is based on a real story and everyone more or less is alive. So it would be weird to pull a Jojo Rabbit with this story and get a little weird with it. Solely because it would be kind of looked as like disrespectful to those that actually lived through it. But yeah, I mean, having Michael Fassbender, like, I do like, we normally spoil these movies, so I'm just gonna say spoiler alert.
Of course.
When he opens up, when it clicks and he opens up to the team at halftime about his daughter, that was such a unexpected gut shot, right? Of like, oh shit, like, okay, it's clicking now why he acts this way. Not that it's okay, but you at least somewhat understand the position he's in, where the only solution that he's found to handling that stress has been to be a drinker and to, go into these fits of rage, because he just doesn't feel adequate. And that scene where he realizes, okay, like Samoans are family people. and it finally connects that he needs to treat them like family. They're not players, they're his family. And seeing that change is, again, like, most of this movie is handled really well, and they do a really good job of that, which I think I'm shocked by, or so, at least the very least surprised by, because of how ham-fisted Love and Thunder was.
Right.
Like, it just felt like Taika Waititi didn't understand what made Ragnarok fun.
Yeah, that right.
Like,
I think that was very much.
he got the wrong things told.
It was
to him.
him being off the rails.
Yeah.
I would argue. And then I think that was kind of our general thought on that one. It was like no one reined him in.
Right, like it was bad from the start. This is him handling a story. So obviously it's going to have his humor and things like that. And it does it fairly well. Right? Like watching the free kick where the guy just absolutely boots it and knocks 3 guys out, including himself, was hilarious.
It's such like this is this his there's a world where this is his best film, right?
Film? Yeah, probably.
Is
Project?
this
No.
Ragnarok? No, I'm not saying project. I was saying film.
I like Ragnarok, but it's more of because of what that film
You're gonna say What We Do in the Shadows, aren't you?
for his best project, yeah.
Which it is a film, isn't it? The original.
Yes and no.
It's a mockumentary.
Yeah. And then they turned it into a
TV show.
TV show.
But he's not involved in that, I thought. Or is he?
The show, he's still a producer.
Okay, but he's just not like day to day kind of. He's just more a producer. Okay. It's not like when this was like his straight him. It was okay.
Right. Let's see.
Yeah, because Richard watched show. I never actually watched it. So that's what I was like.
What we do in the shadows? I mean, it was a short before it was the show, so it wasn't really a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh no, there was a movie. There, it like it was in the box office and everything.
I think they made a movie.
It was like from 2014, I think.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, they have it listed as a movie. That's why. And then they have the other one listed as a TV show. Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought it was. Was that?
Reservation Dogs is pretty good. It's funny at least. Let's see. Funnily enough, it doesn't have much in the way of directing for him in terms of credits. It's all producer stuff. Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder sucked. Still somehow has a 6.2 on IMDb, while Next Goal Wins has a 6.5.
This is better. Like
Yeah.
just to clarify, this is objectively better.
Let's see. Flight of the Conchords he wrote for.
Yeah, which that's I would argue a project thing. Like and also I would argue they're very hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like there are parts of them I really love, but there are parts of them I go, I'm done with this. Like.
Let's see. He's doing a Star Wars film. I forgot about that.
Do we think? Oh wait, he made that comment the other day about how it's going to upset people.
He's got Flash Gordon in development.
That I do not think that's going to see the day. I do think the Star Wars could see the time of day. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Why? Okay. IMDb, riddle me this. Why was director not selected as one of his things? I was like, where are all his directed stuff? Here it is.
That is funny.
That's right. He's directed music videos for his wife. I forgot about that. And
He's
he
like,
directed the
busy.
best Belvedere vodka commercial ever.
Yeah, but he keeps busy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I'm trying to think what else that I want to talk about. Obviously, Fassbender I think was great, and that's
It was
Also-
great. I think his character specifically, I wish the development would have been a little more spread out, because it felt like his character development was in chunks and very backloaded.
mm-hmm.
And
I see what you mean.
And
Like-
maybe
like-
that's partially because this is only like an hour and 40 minutes or something like
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna say, like, there's that weird part of it. It is so short that
So it's kind of hard to like, okay, how do we properly pace this? And then it kind of falls apart, but it also works. Like, he has that come to Jesus moment, literally and figuratively. And yeah, I wish like after he has his heat stroke or whatever on top of the mountain and they carry him down, I wish there was a little more character development after that, before the halftime speech. Like, it really didn't feel like there was much there.
yeah, like again, I really do like, but I do think it's valid. Also, the other one I want to shout out: how did they get a hold of the freaking Hemsworth brother?
Oh, the third one?
Yes.
I think he and Taika are good friends. That's why.
Because like, I don't think he's in much ever. Right? Am I crazy?
He did a lot of TV stuff.
Okay, that's why I don't not because TVs are usually like my weak point for a lot of stuff. That makes sense.
Yeah, I just remember. Hold on, where's the all casting crew? Yeah, he went the TV route, and yeah. Let's see, projects. He's in Ragnarok, right? Yeah, he's actor Thor in those. He's in Westworld. That was the big thing. Like, he played Stubbs in Westworld. Let's see. Yeah, and then he did a lot of straight to DVD, straight to streaming stuff.
And he's the oldest. That's the upsetting part.
Yeah, I think he just did a lot of stuff in Australia, looks like.
Yeah, and like he's from there. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, his first movie was The Anomaly in 2014.
Okay. So he is relatively later to his brothers of like getting in then.
Well, he was in an episode of The Saddle Club in 2003. And then he was on Neighbors.
Was
from
he?
2001 to 2008.
Oh, never mind. I was in the movie.
Yeah, he just did like TV stuff until The Anomaly, and then Westworld in 2016. So,
Yes, anyone else do you think stands out that you want to shout out?
Ace, the guy that plays Ace, is hilarious. David Fane.
Mm-hmm.
Have
we seen him before? No. I'm sure I've seen him because he's one of those people that seems kind of like really good. And I'm trying to hear. No, it looked like he was in Hi-Fi Rush. That's about it. Of like stuff that of note. Yeah, and like because anything else doesn't look like anything that of note.
Yeah, it looks like just a bunch of either Australian or that side of the world projects. Um, Rachel House was pretty good as Ruth, the wife.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I still can't. Will Arnett, I'm very. His career intrigues me.
I felt that whole like his character and Elizabeth Moss.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like I get why he's there. Like he's there to be an asshole to Rongan.
Mm-hmm.
It just they've had him in so much, and I'm just like, dude, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like
That.
you could you could do so many different things with that character, and it would have made a little more sense. Yeah, it was just I don't know. His character was the least needed.
That's very fair, especially of the big names.
I feel yeah, you didn't need a big name actor for that role, and I feel like you could have done it. You could have had him getting fired, and that's the last time you see him.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could have made the movie about like Rongan and his daughter, or like trying to redeem that, which is what it ended up being. But don't take my negatives to mean that I didn't like this movie. I had so much fun watching this.
Yeah, I don't know if it's amazing, but it's very, very fun. Like, it's a very, very fun. And I think that's something, and I do think it's to kind of close it. I do think something's worth checking out, but also it's a very short film.
Yeah. It's, an hour 43, so take 8 minutes out. So it's in the hour 30 mark. Fun, you're gonna laugh. It's way better than a 6.5 on IMDb.
8.75, I think is a fair number.
Yeah. I'd say like 7.75. Like it's almost an 8. I could be argued an 8. I could also be argued a 7.5. So 7.75. Pretty good.
Perfect. So yeah, I would say it's worth at least going to check out at home when it comes out. I think theaters is a low hit or miss, but go check out when it comes home. I think everything you've said is accurate. It's a very, very fun time. Again, I don't think it's an amazing time. I think there are plenty of problems, but it's a fun time, especially if you're at home. I think it'll be great.
I mean, hell, if you can luck into it and be like me and have the theater to yourself, it is such a fun time. But, yeah. We will see all of you next time.
The SW Show and all of its affiliate podcasts are podcast by me, Mike Maroney, and AJ Losi, sometimes by our contributors, including Corey King. You can follow the SWW Show on social media at the SWW Show, or sooner or later you go to patreon.com/SWW to help us out. Thank you. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day.